today we are going to be doing more field cultivating. I'm trying to figure out where I left off. I believe it was raining. It did rain that night that I said that it was gonna rain. And that being said, there is more rain coming, but there is a short window here where we are going to fertilize and implement that fertilizer in the ground. And what I mean by that is our local, I guess, fertilizer dealer, I guess if you want to call it that, is out here slinging dry fertilizer. And I will be following up right behind him after he gets done with that field. I'm going to let him finish first. I'm going to come in right behind him with the field cultivator and implement that dry fertilizer in the ground. And then we will come in and plant spring wheat pretty close to February 14th or 15th, somewhere in there, which is Valentine's Day, is when we will start planting. It takes roughly 108 days for spring wheat to come up and basically be ready to harvest. And we kind of calculated that time to let us get to South Texas, finish there, and then make it back here and be harvesting. So about June 1st, somewhere in there is when we'll be harvesting our wheat here in Central Texas. So there's not really a kind of a shut-off, if you could say, about when you can and can't plant spring wheat. It's just when you want to harvest it. So we kind of have to calculate and predict it's going to be ready at around this time. But while he is slinging dry fertilizer, I'm going to get this rig ready, which that pretty much consists of filling it up with fuel. And I don't think the front end needs to be greased. I don't think there's that many hours on it yet to do a service on it. So I think we're good there. I'm going to check the oil. Let's see if I can reach. Oh, it's dark in here. I can barely see. It is above the line though, so that's always a plus. So while it was raining for a couple of days, Mom and Dad have actually been hauling hay, which is way over there on that fence line. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. But Dad has the drop deck on that we haul the grain cart with. We just took the ramps off. And the 88 is connected to that, and he's been hauling hay. He still has a lot more to go. Before I start filling up the tractor with fuel, I have to go pick Mom up at the next field and bring her back. We're doing a little bit of a pickup shuffle, if you will. Come on. So, Dad already filled the tractor up with fuel and DEF when we were gone, but this tire right here is a little low. We're gonna have to air it up. So, air in the tire is good, fuel is good, DEF is good. Now the other thing was to get all the net wrap off, but it looks like Dad already did that, so I guess we don't have to do that. You're so cute. You're so cute. So, some of y'all may be wondering what we slung and why we slung it. So, we're gonna talk about all of these little bitty white pebbles and why are we slinging them and what is it, essentially. So, if you're wondering what we're slinging, it is ammonium nitrate. So, you might be asking yourself, Hayden, what even is ammonium nitrate and why are you putting it down? So ammonium nitrate are these little bitty pebbles that are in my hand. In other words, it is 34-0-0 or 3400. All this is a solid form of nitrogen. Nitrogen takes up 78% of the atmosphere. When you breathe in, like, that is 78% nitrogen. So it's nothing new. You know, we're not implementing something that a plant has never seen in its entire life. We're simply just helping the plant get more nitrogen so it grows better. In other words, fertilizer. And if you're wondering how many units we're running 51 units. But if you're wondering what we slung and why we slung it, that's pretty much it. It's just straight nitrogen. It's basically taking a gas form into a solid form. That way it's guaranteed that that plant will get nitrogen. But right now I am field cultivating it, which I'm basically just burying it underground. That way it doesn't go anywhere. And then in exactly a week, we will come in here and plant spring wheat. And that spring wheat will use that nitrogen that we are putting into the ground right now to help grow. And we will have beautiful green wheat. Well, not only beautiful, but healthy green wheat. That's also if it rains. Let's pray that it rains. It's like a never-ending cycle, I swear. That is awesome. Dibs, come on. So we finished this field, and I think that's just where I'm going to stop for the night because the next field is several miles away and I'd have to get on the highway, and I'm not doing all that in the dark for safety reasons. So I think that is going to be it for today. I'll see y'all tomorrow. The fertilizer company is back out here again doing this field. This field is kind of a funky shape because there's terraces all through this field. We did knock out 2 or 3 of them back there to make it all one big field, and then we left this one. So we kind of have this split up like this is one field and this is a second one. So even though it's all one field, he's finished with this section of it. So I'm gonna hop over here and do this, and we'll let him finish up this section over here, which the speed that he can go, that'll take absolutely no time. We are wrapping up this field pretty quick. We just have one more pass over here to my left, and then I'm finished. Dad was texting me a couple of hours ago and said the fertilizer guy ran out of fertilizer on the next field, and he only slung 20 acres or so and then had to leave and fill up again. So when we get there, I'm not sure if he has already went back and filled up and has gone back to the field and finished or what. That was a couple of hours ago. Hopefully he did make it back and slung the rest out, but I guess we'll find out whenever we finish this field and head over there. So I was walking the field to see where he ended, and right here there's none, but if we walk over here a couple of feet, you can see where it starts again. So he basically has, you know, from roughly right here over to that tree line to do, and he hasn't made it back yet. So I think Dibs and I are going back to the shop and hopefully eating some food. Me and Dibs, we're always down for food, so I think that's what we're gonna go do. So it is supposed to rain tomorrow and the next day, which is Saturday and Sunday. That being said, I took the tractor home and parked it under the shed. That way it doesn't rain on it. Also, that is it for field cultivating. So we are ready for planting of spring wheat, and that will come either the 14th or the 15th, I believe, somewhere in there. So that will be next week. Oh, the lights went out. Good thing this camera has a good low light. But that is going to be it for today's video. Thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all next time.